Continuing the discussion with Sangiovese, I'd also like to discuss probably the most well-known wine in the world of Tuscan wines and Sangiovese-based wines is Chianti. Chianti is a wine that is dominated by the Sangiovese grape. Although it can be 100% Sangiovese, it does not have to be. Minimum requirements for just regular Chianti are 70% minimum Sangiovese. So although there are some other grapes that are allowed to be blended, you still get the essence of the Sangiovese grape with the red fruit character and the earth and some of the floral and herbal notes as well. There is a minimum time that is spent in oak also, so it allows the wine to just kind of mellow a little bit of those tannins. A step up from just the regular Chianti region, which is actually a fairly large region in Tuscany, is the Chianti Classico wines. Now, Chianti Classico is a DOCG, so the highest level of classification for Italian wines. It is the Classico region, though, is the heart of the original zone of Chianti production. So it's the classic zone where the original Sangiovese grapes were used over time to make the finest examples of Chiantis. These vineyards have been planted because this is where Sangiovese shows its best in the Classico zones of Chianti. So Chianti Classico, what they do is they actually, the minimum amount of Sangiovese in the wine has to be bumped up to 80%, so you even get more of the Sangiovese essence to it. It's not 100% all of the time, although it is allowed to be. There still are 20% variants of other varietals that are permitted to be in there, but you still get a lot of that Sangiovese character to it. So Chianti, being probably the most well-known red wine coming from Italy historically, is predominantly Sangiovese in nature. As compared to Brunello di Montalcino, which typically offers a more full-bodied and robust style of red wine based off of Sangiovese, Chiantis can have some ranges in styles from a lighter-bodied entry-level Chianti up to a more full-bodied Chianti Classico Reserva, which is from a wine that has been aged for an extended period of time and has developed more of that full-bodied character. For the lighter offerings of Chianti and Chianti Classico, I would say that an ideal food pairing is really any type of pasta dish that has a tomato-based sauce to it, like a spaghetti bolognese or a lasagna bolognese. The firm acidity from the Sangiovese grapes, and then that in turn goes into the Chianti wines, balances perfectly with the tomato acid that you would find in a lot of those type of dishes, and it's not going to dominate the food at all. It's a tremendous pairing. As you get into more of the Chianti Classico Reservas, in particular from some of the more well-known producers or also the best vintages, those can be very full-bodied in size and can compete with some of the Brunellos that are out there. So I would definitely recommend pairing them with more of like a grilled type of meat dish or full-bodied steak, grilled pork, chicken, things along those natures where that full-bodied character from the wine is going to pair great with those rich meat flavors. And for Chianti, whenever you're out there looking for different options of Chianti to purchase and take home with you, again, as the lighter the styles are to more full body, typically you can find a price range that goes from anywhere from $10 to $15 for your more entry-level, lighter style, just regular Chianti wines from Tuscany, to $50, $75, even $100 in some of the best examples of the Chianti Classicos and the Chianti Classico Reservas. Most Chiantis that you're going to find on the market, though, are going to be anywhere from that $15 to $30 range, and then some of your more boutique or higher-end wine shops might have some options of the higher-end Chiantis that are going to be approaching that $75 to $100 price range.